Hello, Cutler Bay. This is your Mayor Tim Meerbott. As many of you know, the Town Council and I are working on setting the budget for the next fiscal year, and we have two budget hearings coming up in the next month. This month, and this has also been an extraordinary year for the town, as we've taken on three major capital projects that our residents have been pushing for a very long time. That includes the land swap for the potato field, or referred to as the potato field, which will hopefully eventually become I call it our Central Park, our community center. That project alone is responsible for removing close to 500 homes from being developed and adding additional traffic. There's also the 8.5 acres of coastal and upland wetlands for preservation just off Cutler Road. That also will prevent the building of more homes and adding additional traffic. And finally, we have the Franjo Park renovations, which was damaged due to the hurricane. We're finally getting that underway. Now, knowing that these projects would make a big impact on our finances, the Town Council and I started talking about our town's next fiscal year budget to come up with a fund replenishment plan. In February 26, we held a workshop with our town manager and our finance director and contracted a financial advisor to look at different options on how we can pay for all these different projects, as well as maintain a healthy reserve and to set ourselves up for hopefully moving forward on actually getting a community center or a central park on that 15 acres of land when we did the land swap. Unfortunately, to add all the financial expenses, on March 13th we were faced with having to declare a state of emergency for the COVID-19 pandemic. So we regrouped with the Town Council for another financial budget workshop on July 29th to crunch the numbers to see again what we needed to do. Because we knew that we were taking a $900,000 financial hit from the state revenues due to the COVID-19. This would put us short on our operating expenses for the year. In August, the Town Council and I had two budget workshops to further discuss the different priorities and options we have. And each council member and I met individually with our financial planning team to talk about individual concerns and different options that we have to come up with the best financial strategy for the upcoming fiscal year. Now, going to our budget workshop last month, we proposed a millage rate of 2.65. Now, our current millage rate is 2.43. So yes, that is an increase. But we also have to keep in mind that 5 years ago that our millage rate was dropped to the 2.43 range, and that we've been running a deficit ever since. And we can't continue to reach into our reserves to balance our budget. So we need to do something fiscally responsible. In the various workshops we've had, I feel very strongly that our plan to replenish our funds is a smart plan. We're also taking on projects that our residents have been pushing for many years, and a lot of those projects couldn't wait. As we all said before, they're not making any more land, and if you don't take advantage of obtaining it now, then they're going to be building on it, and we won't ever have the opportunity. It'll be opportunity lost forever. So it is a prudent thing to go ahead and act on this now. This month we're holding our budget hearings, and you should have received your trim notice. I know I received my trim notice. And even at the 2.65 proposed millage rate, my town taxes are going up about $27 this year. So our first budget hearing will be on September 8th at 7 p.m. and the second budget hearing will be September 22nd at 7 p.m. Both will be held virtually, and I would encourage all the residents to join and participate. There'll be a link included below with more information. We encourage you to go ahead and get involved, understand what's going on. And again, the link will be provided below. We know it's not a popular idea to raise our millage, but having looked at all the options and priorities, I'm confident we have a great plan ahead. I know that every member of our council is looking for one thing, and it's only for the betterment of this town. It's important to remember that out of all the cities in the state of Florida, Cutler Bay was ranked number one as being the most fiscally responsible. We are ranked number one as having most efficient staff. And that's nothing to be to sneeze at. That's a very high honor on all of cities in the state of Florida. We also have one of the lowest millage rates compared to the other cities in Dade County. I believe we're in the lowest 5 out of all those. So it's not just a question of what the budget is and what the millage is. It's really a question is our town council being responsible with our money? And are we doing the right things to go ahead and preserve the quality of life in Cutler Bay? I know when I made a decision to purchase my home, it seemed like some people say a large debt to take on to preserve a place for me and my family to live. but I knew in the long term it was a smart thing to do. I think it's the same thing with the town of Cutler Bay. We needed to take advantage of obtaining these lands now or let the opportunity be lost forever. And yes, it'll incur a little more debt, but it'll go ahead and make sure that Cutler Bay always will stay a place where families want to live, work, and play. So we hope we can have your support on that. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us or the rest of the council. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the census. Well, for a long time we've been telling you that we are number 3, and yes, we are number 3, but we've made progress since our last time. Palmetto Bay is still in the lead at 79.2%. Pinecrest is at 75.8%, but we're catching them. We're now at 74.2%. Keep in mind, we could be losing out on almost 26% of federal dollars if we don't get everybody to respond to the census. So go online right now to www.census2020 and complete the census so we can get everything that we deserved. The deadline is September 30th. Again, these are tumultuous times, so I want to remind everybody to continue to wear your mask, social distance. We are going to get through this. Cutler Bay is going to continue to be a great place to live, work, and play. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. And again, God bless America and God bless Cutler Bay.